Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back. It is a new day in Hatyai. It is great to welcome you to a day of fun. We are starting out with some deep fried chicken. How awesome is that? You can find Kai Tod Decha street carts in every corner, in every market, anywhere in Thailand. But down here in Hatyai, this is where it comes from. So this recipe is something that you just gotta learn more about. Cannot wait to get inside, cannot wait to see, share it with you. We're hungry, we're getting inside. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Kai Tod Decha right here in downtown Hatyai. Yo. I had this place start, of course, just for the deep fried chicken, but cool enough, they also specialize in seafood. I wonder if they have, you know what, in Malaysia, one of the coolest meals that we had was in Kelantan on the beach. It also featured deep fried seafood. Okay, dude. Nasi biryani ayam goreng คือไก่ทอดกับข้าวหมกด้วยเอาอันนั้นด้วยครับชุดหนึ่งแล้วก็จากเมนูนี้โรตีธรรมดา2แผ่นครับโรตีภูเขาไฟอันหนึ่งครับมันหวานมากไหมไม่ค่อยโอเค Oh man, showing you some shots from the area right now. You can see Hatyai is right next to the ocean. The name of Hatyai means big beach. We are not actually on the ocean, but it is a long, thin peninsula right in this part of Songkhla. That's the name of the province. Right for this section of the province of Songkhla, that's actually the entire width of Thailand. So there's a wonderful wind. So one of the awesome things of Hatyai is the sunshine, but also the clean air. You have that breeze blowing all the time. So yes, it is hot. It's that tropical, exploding with lushness, greenery that you imagine when you think of maybe Thailand. But in Thailand, here we think of that for southern Thailand. We are down here really in the heart of the south. Songkhla is the border between what you could call the deep south and southern Thailand. And it is in this border area that you have wonderful meals like the one we're going to have today, but also wonderful cultures. I've had a meal like this in Kelantan a few years ago, and I could not wait for the chance to have one kind of like it, try to replicate that meal, share it with you. I think Kai Tod Decha is going to come through. We ordered up a ton of food. This is going to be a great lunch. Yahoo! Can't wait to get started. Besides the roti and besides the biryani, nice, they rhyme. This is the teh tarik, and they make it like a volcano, the froth. Oh, in Thailand though, they make it with ice, which is awesome. I've had a lot of frothy, wonderful beverages like this from India, also in Malaysia, and here we are, very close to Malaysia. Teh tarik Pokao Phai, the volcanic milk tea. Oh, and the milkiness is of epic proportions. Again, thank you. This is another super cool southern dish, just full of flavor. The morning glory is very popular as a fried dish all over Thailand, but down here they fry it with gapi, the shrimp paste. This one looks killer good, killer spicy. We got it with the gung menam. Basically, they make an omelet with the climbing wattle vegetable, chop up the omelet, and then throw it in a spicy soup. In the soup, you have turmeric. See that yellow, that lovely, rich yellow color. Tons of chilies. The name of the dish is sour soup, but you better be aware that it is on fire as well. Love this dish. One more sip of my volcano, and then we'll get to the volcanic heat over there in a minute. What a crazy drink. Just the presentation, right? It's like a hat. Oh, these dishes. I'm so happy to be here. Man. Whatever else happens today, we are starting it off great. I hope this video It's making you excited too for some southern Thai food. This is like new lands for Lee and I, so I'm so excited. Been excited for days. Man. Love the presentation too, dude. But that chicken, the deep fried, you can see many people probably come here just for this dish. Man, it's so dark in color. That fried chicken and then a little mountain of fried chicken also. We got 2 dips. The dips look awesome. And then on the side, have more of the hong jiao. Those are deep fried shallots. This afternoon, don't know what we're gonna get up to, but we are just so blessed with nice weather, big fluffy clouds out there. I can hear some birds. Hatyai is a big city, really big, but it's not so dense. It's spread out. There are trees, even downtown. There are just gems of restaurants that have been here for so long. So the first taste of biryani, southern Thai biryani in a while. And then the, oh yes, oh we got 3 pieces. You know I love spicy food, but it is great to have a different focus. Malaysia definitely eats spice, but down here in the south you can have both the fiery southern Thai dishes, but also the Thai Malay dishes like this, no chilies. Oh. Now that I eat the chicken though, it's a perfect combination. Okay, the biryani itself is pretty rich, but it goes perfectly with this chicken. Oh my gosh, the crunchiness just now. That was kind of an afterthought. Deep fried chicken needs to be salty, so it kind of starts to pull some of the moisture out of your mouth. Needs to be crispy and crunchy on the outside, and then just like juice, like gushing with juice. And then it starts gushing with saliva as well as you just as you really get into the heart of that. And what a big chicken. Second review coming from Lee, but that's hands down the best Kai Tod that I've had in Thailand. Hands down. For sure, that's the best. I'm stunned. So this dish, on the top anyways, has just stopped steaming. Gang som kai cha'om. So the kai cha'om is like an omelet made with cha'om, which is climbing wattle. Fun vegetable in English, anyways. But the gang som, dude, that combo. It's so genius and smells amazing. Lee and I are gonna taste this together. It's gonna be brilliantly spicy, I know that already. The shrimp looks super juicy. Man. I'm waiting to see which one you pick and then I'll do the other. Okay, I'm going shrimp first. This thing is really hot. Really hot. More spicy or more sour?
When I eat with the egg, the flavor is balanced. When I just drink the soup,
Yeah.
the sour is maximum.
Maximum, yeah. That's a dish that will just blow all flavor levels through the roof.
I wish these are more
Yeah.
hot. I mean, the temperature more hot.
More
That-
hot.
That will full of flavor.
Ooh. For people who ask, how do you eat spicy food? For me, it just takes the flavor away from everything else. No, I love super spicy, but I agree with that statement when it applies to temperature. For me, the temperature she eats food, it just burns the mouth. You can't even taste the flavors.
I can.
So in that way, I understand what you're talking about. But for me, this is perfect or even a little bit too hot.
I want more hot. It's so good and sour.
Yeah, that's even the texture too. The curry is so thick you can even feel the chilies, the pounded, maybe it's pounded turmeric.
Ken som must be
Dude, it's so good.
Ken Dai Ba. Ken som. Like Ken. Might be my favorite southern Thai food. The flavor just like maximum.
Wow.
I like the
Dude, that
soup
is
so much.
intense. Yeah.
I on purpose not eat this egg, just the pure soup.
That's so good. She's constructing our roti tissue. That's a great reaction. Thank you for trying that with me first. ลืมว่าสั่งตัวนี้ด้วยครับเรียกว่าโรตีภูเขาไฟใช่ไหมครับชอบวิธีทำด้วยต้องหมุนแบบนั้น มันต้องกรอบมาก ขอบคุณครับเนาะ I forgot I was attracted by this thing. I remember in Malaysia it's called a roti tissue. I saw one on the menu. I just had to order it. I forgot that one's coming too. It kind of goes with this. Okay, just cannot ignore the pakbung. I know in a second we're going to have a show. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to have a, nice, pretty. It's very pretty, very colorful. Get some freshness on the side. You know what? I know when that roti tissue comes, we're going to have a showstopper. So, let's get to the veg first. Fried with gapi, the shrimp paste, and onions, chilies, garlic, of course, always, and then the high heat. Usually you would eat this dish with white rice. It's fine on its own. We have so much meat anyways. I need this vegetable. Dude, for a big restaurant, their food is good. You could be happy just with that and rice. That is a great version of the Pat Pak Bung Gapi. Pat Pak Bung Gapi. Wow. Okay, I'm still spiced from that. Hey, before this cools down any more, because especially for a chicken lover, so please.
I ordered som dam just because we had chicken and sticky rice. In east side is som dam, gai yang, khao niao, but today we go for gai tod.
Dude, right?
How they make it?
I don't think I've had better chicken in Thailand.
Even not because they deep fry it now they're healthy.
Yeah.
I want it every day. Wow. And where's the sweet flavor from?
Yeah. It is like sweet and salty, but then so rich. Oh man.
That's why Brian and Taylor,
Oh yeah.
then they know we're in Hatyai.
Yep.
They say, dude, that deep fried chicken, I will want it every day with beer. But I want them with som dam.
Yes. With beer or with something.
Has to 1, 2, 3 together. It is so good and so rich. This one like the flavor balance.
Nice. Let's try. We did not try their dip. It looks clean. No, you're doing the good work, cleaning it as you taught me. It does smell sweet, syrupy, but there are chunks of chilies in it. You see all the chili seeds. So I think sweet, spicy, but also around here, everything's gonna have some salt in it also.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Good for the place.
But without the dip, it's more tasty.
No, I think I agree with you.
This dip is too sweet.
So you see the flavor is really like southern, deep South Thai flavor. I made a mistake with both of these already, and then you say this is too sweet. So yeah, the food down here is much more sweet. And as you go further south all the way to Malaysia, Yala, Patani, Narathiwat, it's going to be even more of this kind of food and less chilies. They still have chilies, but it's not like... See, both you and I are surprised by how sweet, but it is still so good. And it's a nice change, a nice surprise, or what do you think?
Here the Kai Tod really can be Kai Yang.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot get equal. I still love Kai Yang so much.
It is insanely juicy. I think the only time I've had chicken this juicy was with the Lahore broast, the pressure deep fried chicken that we had in Lahore with Ali. It's the only juicy level of deep fried chicken that I've ever... Dude, it's incredible, right? So what I was gonna say is, I might have made a mistake. I mean, these are still good, but I didn't want a sweet roti. I wanted to have roti, you know, like just fried roti or even fresh in an oven. These dishes are making me laugh so much. You can see right here, if you stick with me for a minute, you have like South Thai, but central influence, the wok style, the Chinese style. That's like a central Thai dish adapted to southern flavor. This one, more of the same, but even closer to central. This one, more of the same, but even closer to south, the gang som. And then this one is like a Isan style, made like southern style. But what I want to say is, it's so obvious you have Thai Malay and then Thai coming to eat at the same restaurant. So they have things on the menu that are offered for both parties. So this is just rich, warm spices, but no like bright hot chili spices. It's just all hearty, satisfying, very oily, rich, a little bit salty, sweet. And then you have this. This gang som is like 50 times spicier than, like if this was your spice tolerance level, with that as your dip, and then you had this, you would be like, if it was your first time having this, you'd be like, what happened to this? The levels of the, it's like, but it's so cool because that is southern Thailand. That's the deep south, and the Thai south. We're right in that border area within Thailand. There's like a border here. It's so cool. I love it. And that is the table, exactly the table of food that I wanted to have for our first like big lunchtime feast down here. Oh man. Okay, I will try this one. Somtam has to be the one of the most like gently colorful, beautiful displays of color. It's so appetizing, right? You can see shreds of carrots, peanuts, snake peas, and then it's the orange down there is from the type of sugar that they use, the sugar cane, the nam tan beef. You have chilies, get the redness, tomatoes, and then lime, and then there's lime juice down in there adding to the liquid part of the dish. It's more sour, which is great. It's not very spicy, but there are chilies in it. fresh, bright, crunchy. A wonderful combo, actually, for the rest. You're right. That's the perfect somtam to go with such an oily, rich chicken. The papaya is so crisp. So I can't include any of the music, but can you hear what she's singing right now? Britney Spears. It's a full pop cover album covered by a male singer, but he's singing famous female songs. It's pretty good, actually, and pretty funny. Can't share it with you, but just know we are rocking out to some 2000s music right now.
My lonely me is killing me.
It almost sounds like the Backstreet Boys covering Britney Spears. Well, just going by the prices on the street. If you do have at a street cart, the highest price will be 40 baht for the breast, and the lowest will be like 15. You might find 10 for a small piece of chicken. So here it's like 10 to 20 baht more per piece. But their recipe is easily worth it. It is possibly the best. It's the best fried chicken I've ever had. Maybe. I might even go that far. Again, notable mention, Lahore roast chicken. That was epic. But this is maybe tied. Dude, it is so perfect, right? It's so perfect. Thank you for the wing.
That is the best part of the whole chicken. Besides the chicken feet. One time I still like it.
That soup is so good.
So sour.
I got the perfect time close-up.
But then you the Western people, they usually eat very gentle, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
They need to take some years to train it.
Yeah, that is a high level, a level 3 flavor combination for sure.
Broth.
Yeah.
For sure, broth and Caleb. They love it.
You can tell we miss Brock and Caleb a lot. Shout out in pretty much every video. We miss you a lot, Brock and Caleb, for sure. So besides the hot weather, the food also has a lot of salt in it. You need to stay hydrated for your trip to anywhere in southern Thailand, for sure. The beaches are popular, you're going to be spending time under the sun. Also, just even on a motorbike like us driving around, you might forget to drink water, and then you have a lot of salt in the meal, and then you go back to being under the sun. Whew. You might not notice like dehydration per se, but you might notice you're a little bit tired, feeling lazy in the afternoon, which is understandable after a lot of food like this. But yeah, just stay hydrated. When you visit Thailand, stay hydrated.
Can you believe when I first come to Thailand,
Yeah.
I still drink the hot water until I cannot handle. And without ice.
Oh,
cannot
that's
survive.
true. That's true. At first, when we first started dating, you would never drink iced beverages. It was like 1 year.
365 days.
Yeah. Even in the summer. Of course, in the winter, you understand, but in the summer.
And I think almost all the Chinese when they come to Thailand long enough, no one can say no to ice. No one can say no to ice. Just so hot. So hot.
So, for those of you who wonder why I never seem to order dessert, well, a little asterisk there because I do usually have a brownie or a croissant, or this morning we had pie, actually, that was a treat. We have a Sunday morning treat when I do a live stream with all of you. I have coffee and a treat, but I also just don't like dessert. I will usually order like another omelet. I make that joke, but it's true. Or another dish, or I don't know. I just don't love dessert. That doesn't mean I don't have great memories from trips, going to stay with a friend and they take me out, they show me something crazy like this. So yeah, it's not my favorite food, but I ordered it today on accident because I just got so excited thinking of that memory with my friend Agnes in Kuala Lumpur. She took me for a roti tissue that I think was a 2-meter roti tissue. So this one, I just forgot it was so sweet, but I'm still gonna try this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that creation. So, with the road. Oh, also dosai are sometimes like this. Not so much sugar, but we had a dosai with eben. Similar in size to this. I remember that one with eben we crushed like this. It is as light and airy and oily as it looks. Cacao powder, but not enough that you can taste it. It's just sweet and crunchy. The banana has some sugar on it, but it is still a fresh fruit. It's cool that she cut it like that. This thing is so crispy. There's no way to eat it cleanly. It's just all about fun. Everyone pulling off pieces. Oily fingers come to sticky fingers, and I do really miss eating with my hands. Love that. So, about 10 years ago, I did take the train from Bangkok to Kuala Lumpur, from the capital city of Thailand. Now it's called Krung Thep, officially Krung Thep in English. I took the train from Krung Thep to Hatyai here, which was halfway, and then took another train into Malaysia to Kuala Lumpur. The total trip, I think, was 33 hours. I did it to save money at the time. I did it to renew my visa, but I also wanted the experience. You can see 1924. Here's the Thai year. The Buddhist year, 2467. So in 1924, the train was already up and running. I don't know the exact date that Songkhla and that this area came under the ruling of Siam, but back in those days, the country of Thailand was called Siam. And the train was a big deal, for sure. And it is so cool seeing the history, feeling the history. This shop is more than 40 years old, which is awesome, but really the roots of Hatyai go back, of course, much further than 100 years, but it's cool to see in photos 100 years of Thai history in this area. Man, that's so cool. So I'm just walking around the shop a little bit and I read on the sign right behind me. Do you see that? It says we are taking the recipe down from our older generation in order to take care of our family and put the benefits and development into the youth, into the next generation of our family. So they have been sharing this recipe from the street cart, which they started over 40 years ago. That is impressive. More than 40 years is when they had the street cart, and then they grew little bit by bit into this. You see all the way back at the end of the street, the Chinese door. Then here, the coffee shop I was talking about, 80 years. I love seeing Thai, Chinese, and then English. But in the English, it's not always English words. Sometimes it's Bahasa, Malayu language, which we are going to be meeting many more Malayu people as we travel further south, all the way hopefully to the border of Malaysia on this trip. Tomorrow, another day in Hatyai. then after that, hopefully making it to Pattani, as I just said. Man, so today at Kai Tod Decha, a little bit of a dream has come true. I don't necessarily love deep fried anything, fried chicken or deep fried anything, but the way that people love Kai Tod Hatyai all over Thailand, I just couldn't wait to have that at the source right here. And man, what a place. So they had awesome dishes besides the fried stuff. That gang som was awesome. They do have amazing looking seafood on the menu, but you gotta come here for that deep fried chicken. Pick your favorite piece and go crazy. Enjoy your time here. We will see you for some more motorbike touring around town, as Lee said. Maybe give you some cool tunes to rock out to, and see you for the next video. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope these videos bless you. Hope I can give you some encouragement, especially during these days, and just share some love. Everyone, let me encourage you to reach out to your brothers and sisters. Share some love. When you have it, they will be there for you when you need it. Much love. Peace. See you again.